So what do we have here? So I just finished up running some errands and went into Starbucks. Creme brulee, iced brown sugar, shaken espresso. Why have I got this? Well, basically, this looks like the identical coffee that we had in Dubai. So in the Wealth Creation Mastermind, we stayed in the villa. It was me, Alex, Ibi, Abdu and Ib, and on a regular basis we were getting this coffee order and it had this cream on top and it was some kind of shaken espresso. I'm sure it's this, so we're going to taste it. It looks the same. Let's see. It is 100% the same. You can't even make this up. It is identical. Now they might call it something different. I'm sure this was new, but anyway, right, game changer. Fucking pigeon. This pigeon has tried to shit on my laptop before. Not having it. What's happening, people? I'm just sitting out in the beautiful sunshine and taking a look at some positions. Oh, you mother... What's happening, people? I am out here enjoying the beautiful sunshine on a Wednesday afternoon, taking a look at the charts. Got my ice white mocha. What more could you want? So midweek market review is getting prepped right now. Beautiful position on copper. Missed that one, is what it is. We're on a bit of a break-even streak, but I'm sure that's going to come to an end real soon. However, what was the message I wanted to share with you guys? So earlier I was driving by this coffee shop that I used to go to, and I religiously would go to this coffee shop. It was a Costa, shock. And I would go there with my laptop, my journal, and this is pre-success. I would book days off and go to this particular Costa and write out things how I want to live. And I often recommend this, right? Book a day in the life. Day in the life of how you would want to live, even while you're working. I highly recommend it. So essentially live out a day that you would like. That imagine you had full control, you're a full-time trader, whatever that means to you, and then just live that day. So I would do that regularly just to get the senses involved. At the end of the day, if you want to believe something, you have to have an element of an experience to it. So I would do this, and it's very nostalgic because I often go back to that particular Costa and remember, I wish there was, and I'm sure there would be in the archives, some CCTV footage of 22-year-old me, 23-year-old me, 24, etc. And just go back through all of the years, all the earlier years that I would go there. But as I'm sat here right now reflecting and looking at the view, which I'll show you in a second, I remember when I was going through the hardship, or when you're going back and forth, you feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and then 1 step back, and sometimes 2 steps forward and then 3 steps back, and you're confused. What's going on? Is this really ever going to work for me? You have to have something that is a bigger driving force than just money. And I'm telling you this is because that was what used to go through my head. I never thought about the money that I'm going to make, because I knew, look, eventually, once I got the skill set, money's going to come. Money's going to be a side effect of my skill set, and then no one can take it away from me. But I was doing it because I wanted the freedom. I used to love going in there and thinking, right, I don't have work today. I'm just going to live this day. Imagine I had a full control over my day. How would I plan it? What would I do? What time would I go to the gym? When would I read? Like, whatever it is, I can just live that life. So if you're really serious about what you want to do, I'll just flip this around so you can understand what I mean. I'm not really sure how much you can see with the glare there. However, this is a view. So we have the view of the tennis court, basketball court, we've got the swimming pool in the background. Everything is beautiful. Of course, the ice white mocha. But this is the view that I have right now. It wasn't my original view. Look at this plane up there. It's been flying over 2 or 3 times trying to fuck up my scene. Once upon a time, this was everything I had ever dreamed of. Maybe not in this exact order of where I'm sitting, but it's times like this where I just sit out in the garden area, I take a look, and I just soak it all in, and you realise how far you've come. Imagine when you started learning how to trade and you thought, I can't wait to learn the terminology. I can't wait until I'm at a point where I've got my first trading plan. And when you've done it, instead of meeting that with, wow, you know, you soaked it all in and said, I've achieved what I wanted to achieve, is you probably got frustrated at the idea of that you're not successful yet. So instead of soaking it all in and going, do you know what, I'm here now, I've got my first trading plan, onwards and upwards, I've progressed, I've moved forward. I highly doubt you've done that. What you probably did instead and go, I've got my trading plan, but I'm not consistent yet. So you took all of that positivity and just found a way to find a problem with it. This is the point I'm making, is that on your way up, you have to appreciate all of the micro, it's way too sunny, the micro little pieces. And if you can be that type of individual who'll go, right, I never knew how to even understand what candlestick was 6 months ago, now I do. You've got to appreciate every single little detail. So then when you get higher and you do achieve the goals that you want to achieve, soak it all in, appreciate the small things, and there's a lot of things that you've already accomplished that you failed to take a step back and go, do you know what, well done me. I've actually ticked off everything I said that I would do so far, or 80% of what I said I've progressed. So before you look at where you're not, look at what you've done. So let's see. So I'm saying it's like the one in Dubai.
Mate, that's like,
How accurate?
that's so close.
90%?
Yeah, I'd say like 90-95%. That is amazing.
You can see why I thought it was like the one in Dubai.
that is
I
stunning.
couldn't believe when I saw it. I remember listening to this monk years ago, and he would talk about things like, if you get triggered by the smallest of things, then you're emotionally unstable. And then I started observing. I was like, well, that's me. I'm getting annoyed about stupid shit that's not even that important. Love the sound of this fountain, so therapeutic. I'm about to jump into a live trader session. Really looking forward to it. There's a few pairs on watch. Got 2 to 3 key ones, maybe one other, but it's more of a wild card. I think it might be ready by next week as it is Friday, so we'll see how it develops. Looking forward to getting into the details, so we'll see if we get some entries today, and then if not, I've got a very, very busy day today. Fridays are always my busiest day, and I think what I love about that is that when most people are slowing down, I'm working, and I love that. And it's sort of, there's something interesting about, and you guys know it as well, when you're working through the night, whenever you've stayed up really late and you've just got ploughed through and got work done, you know instinctively people are sleeping, people are not working while you're working. It's the same way when you know people are out partying and you're working, there's something interesting about it. So let's get into the session. The sun is shining. It is a beautiful day today. So we are literally just about to start the session. This is the main one I've got on watch today, which is Aussie Yen. So I've got Aussie Yen, Euro Dollar, Euro CAD, and Aussie Kiwi. Those are the main focus. We'll see how they shape up. We'll keep it nice and simple. We know what entries to look out for. Let's see how the session goes. You have to find joy in the simple things. Whenever I find myself almost going to get into a rut, and many of you can go through this, what I always do is a little bit of a trick, is that I'll go through my list of daily goals and think, right, how am I gonna, I'm gonna smash these goals. And that might sound a bit strange, but what it does is it gives you a bit of enthusiasm towards your goals that you just think are quite mundane. What I'm saying is that you have to find a spark and a joy out of things that you do repeatedly. Otherwise, you'll fall into the trap of finding them almost too boring. You'll lose enthusiasm, and then you'll miss out on minor details that could be really important for your growth. Yo! Yeah, good, how are you? We are back home, people. I've got a lot to do today. I'm meeting Ibn a little bit. We've got a meeting, lots of errands to run, and just I've got a long list of things to get done. That was a much tougher session than usual. I'm currently on antibiotics for a small random skin infection that I got, and it's just not going away. It's been a bit persistent, so I'm on these antibiotics that are pretty strong. So they're a little bit tougher on the body, but we get through it regardless. It's going to be a big day.
Oh,
who's that then?
It's pretty much got shares in Joe and the Juice. It goes there every day.
Are you ready for Joe and Juice?
Yeah, mate, I'm ready. Which one are we getting this time?
What, Avo Shake?
Yeah, I've had that before, so I'm just thinking maybe there's another one in there that I might try.
But they've changed the dates, the normal dates, to date puree.
Oh no, can't have that.
Yeah, they're probably going downhill.
Mate. That's because you've bought it and you cost cut it.
A bit of Joe and the Juice today, so I'm just heading to Blue Water. Got to get my Apple laptop sorted. I feel like I'm going to Blue Water every 5 seconds. I need to start sending them some invoices. But yeah, so we're just getting that sorted. We've got a couple of meetings today. Joe and the Juice, of course. So Ib's down from Oxford, so we're just going over a few things business related. Always good to have those monthly catch-ups, but more importantly, just going over the bigger vision, going over the smaller details. Extremely important. What are you negotiating on, Ibby?
Yorkshire tea stock prices.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've got them down.
Yeah, I would say that's the main priority. Ibby, so Sunday you're jumping on with the funded guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the main topic of conversation? I mean, look, we've got the next 6 to 7 months is going to be crucial. What do you think is going to be the most important thing to focus on to make sure the next scale ups happen?
Well, I've asked them for a prerequisite, and I need to know what their targets are for the end of the year, where they exactly want to get to, so I can map a roadmap, basically.
I was saying this to Ib earlier. There is no reason why next 2 to 3 months, if we have enough concentration and focus, people will get to multiple 6 figures.
Easy.
We're in the summer period where people just naturally, they chill, they slack off and wonder why. Like, I don't make up the rules. Every single year, over 7 years, this is the same human behavior. To just take the foot off the gas and don't realise it's in that moment is where they lose all of their momentum, and it's really difficult to get it back.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? 3 months off in summer, 1 month off in December. That's 4 months. That's a third of the year. People literally just write off.
So you're getting like 35% or 40% out of yourself. Like, how are you going to become successful? It's already difficult enough as it is. Right, so just finished up the SMB. This was a big one. There are some big moves coming, arguably one of the best SMBs that I've done in a long period of time, purely because just of the positioning. If you look at equities, you look at the crypto market, you look at the DXY, I genuinely believe next 2 to 3 months, we're in such a good position to level up. So I'm so glad. It's almost like everything's aligned. We've just had our changes for our funding program that's going to be fixed drawdown. It's going to be way more efficient, easier to pass in a smart way. So the fact that the market is primed for this, I believe that this is going to be something to look back on. 2 to 3 months, we're going to see a lot of level up. So very much looking forward to that. Went into heavy detail. I'm about to go pick up my suit. So Roxanne's cousin is getting married today. So we're going to the wedding. So looking forward to that. And I've got to pick a few other bits up. So a few errands now. SMB done. Go pick up the suit. Get ready. It's going to be a big one. Ended up. Right, so pizzas are picked up. We're on our way back to the dogs. They're going to go crazy when we get back. Barely eaten today, so we thought we'd pick up the wood fire pizza. I'm not sure it's going to be as good as the Napoli one, but calories have been low. We're going to finish off with the pizza. It's been a really good day. Wedding was fantastic, and then tomorrow we're just going to have a nice chill day. It's been such a hectic week. So I'm really looking forward to having the relaxing one, and then we go again. Hey, girl. You been a good girl? So we're just getting ready for the week, planning things out, and we've just come out in the garden to enjoy the rest of our coffee and iced tea. This is the area because we're doing a bit of planning around each part of the grounds, and at each milestone we hit, we then reward ourselves with a little bit of something. So I've got a goal that I want to achieve. I won't share just yet, but once I tick that off, then we're going to treat ourselves to an outdoor kitchen. Now the outdoor kitchen is going to be in this kind of little cove area. So it's going to be more of like a U shape with the bar, you know, the brick pizza oven on the end, the coal barbecue, maybe a gas barbecue included in there as well. For anyone who has already made this or recommends anything, feel free to let me know. But yeah, looking forward to this. This is going to be incredible for the summertime. But I'm going to tick off a goal. Delayed gratification is always the way. Trust me. A lot of the times you're going to be in a position where you've leveled up and you can kind of get whatever you want within reason. So you can just keep rewarding yourself, but then it loses its meaning. So I cannot express enough. It's been one of the biggest things that has transformed my life. The ability to delay the gratification. Everything just means so much more. So I'm going to enjoy this coffee, then I'm going to do a bit of a food shop, plan for the rest of the week, and then get ready for next week. Don't think you can have this, my friend. Right, so he's whinging because he wants this. So this has become a staple. Look at this. So this is basil, pasta, tomatoes, buffalo mozzarella, olive oil, salt. It's that simple. Goes with everything. Lasts for a couple of days, and you can have it with your fish, etc. Roxanne's made her Pims. That's not mine, I promise. And then we've got another salad, not finished just yet. Cucumber, lettuce, tomato, good quality olive oil, etc. So this is going to be good.